René, you have recently published a monograph with international water law, a recently established journal published by Brill, which is edited by a distinguished scholar and friend, Salman Salman. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And I wanted to ask you one thing. I mean, what are these offshore aquifers? Why are they so important? What is the big deal in terms of global water security? Because a lot of people will not even know what they are to some extent.
I know, it's surprising. What really got this topic going was a 2013 article in Nature magazine that said that the water in these offshore aquifers dwarfs by many times the water that's in onshore aquifers. But they only were discovered in 1977 by drilling off the coast of the United States. So since then, a number of them have been found all around the world on the continental shelves. They were created during the last glacial maximum when sea levels were a lot lower than they are now, and what are now continental shelves were exposed to weather, and so they formed just like any aquifer. But then when the sea levels rose, they got buried, and this fresh to slightly brackish water was then sealed in place and is waiting to be discovered.
So it's something that, because it's so new, I'm assuming there's not a clear-cut rule that countries would look at in order to govern it. So if that is the case, what did you look at? Which were the other areas of law that you explored in your monograph?
Yeah, that's what made the research a little more difficult. So far, all of the ones that have been discovered are within the exclusive economic zone, which means within the sovereign territory of one nation. And so that nation's domestic laws would apply to those particular aquifers. However, even though none of them have been discovered, if they are all around the world, which has been postulated and I won't say proven yet by scientists, but pretty close to being proven, then there will be some that are discovered that straddle one or more borders. And that's what I really focused on. And so in that case, I had to look at three different areas of the law. One is obviously the UN Law of the Sea, which discusses how a nation should deal with marine natural resources. And then I also looked at land-based international water law because this is fresh water. And so, that area of the law should be consulted as well. And then finally, if I look at legal practices for offshore resources that are similar to the water in these offshore aquifers, then I think we have to look at offshore oil and gas exploration. So I also looked at that body of law as well.
So a very complete, very comprehensive study of other areas of law, which will be very appealing. But appealing to whom? A monograph like this is not a journal article in the usual sense. It's a bit longer. But at the same time, because it's such a new topic, I'm sure a lot of people out there will be interested. Can you think of any groups, any stakeholders that will have an interest in the monograph you just published?
Well, in fact, I've been in touch with a number of different stakeholders as I've been doing the research, and all of them have been interested. So the science community is very interested because this is such a new phenomenon that everyone wants to understand, how does this work? Also, the oil and gas people are interested because one of the uses that could be made of these offshore waters is to access them for development of offshore oil and gas wells. Rather than bring water in, they can just use the water that's there. Also, land-based water scholars and practitioners would be interested because this could be another source of fresh water to be utilized onshore. And of course, the water geeks would be interested as well.
So it looks like a great read. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.